In this video, we're going to be talking about project plan. And project plan is also an important concept for you to know as a business analyst and even a project manager. So, what is a project plan? A project plan is a detailed document that outlines the specific activities, resources, timelines, dependency, objective of a project, right? So we talked about project charter earlier in the lesson, and we talked about the fact that project charter authorizes a project, specifies all the requirements at a high level, the objective, and gives overall direction to the project. Project plan actually goes in more details about the actual execution, the activities, what you need in terms of resourcing, how long it will take planning it, based on the activities that we need to actually complete as part of the project. We will then go in detail to plan how much time we actually need. So the difference between what we have in terms of project planning and project charter is at the high level. We don't have all the resourcing at that stage. We know high level what type of resourcing we will need, and we set a budget at a high level. In project plan, we are now planning for all the different activities and saying that, hey, for this activity, this is how long it will take. For this one, this is how long it will take. This is the person that will work on it in terms of resourcing, human resource, equipment, other type of resourcing that we need, the dependency, sequencing each activity to be able to have a more realistic period about when something will happen. For example, if you're building a house, you can't roof it before you actually get the structure done. So those type of things would impact on your timeline. You need to sequence things that need to start first before something else can start. You need to define those relationships, and it is during the project planning phase that you'll be able to go into those kind of in-depth conversation with the actual resourcing, and the team members to plan out the overall scope of the project. So it is going to be a series of discussion where you also be able to come up with different formal documentation. It can be communication plan, it can be risk management plan, it can be stakeholder management plan. So it will be a lot of document that will help you control the execution of the project, so that you are able to deliver that project on time, on budget, on resources. So as I said, you have a more detailed consideration for your risk management, resource management, communication management. You would also stay on top of your project constraints with scope, cost, schedule, baseline. So it's important because if your scope, the scope creep, or your scope expands significantly, to the impact on the cost, to impact of schedule, quality, resourcing, another part of your project that would mean that you'll not be able to deliver the project on time, on budget, on resourcing. So it's important for you to have a plan on how you manage all of these different factors in your project plan. So whilst the project charter gives you that overall high level direction of the project and why you're doing it, authorize the project planning is where we actually get into the nitty-gritty and plan for all the different components, making sure that your project constraints are not affected, and that you can deliver the project on time, on budget, and resourcing every time. Now this is a sample template, a Gantt chart like template. You can see some of the project management activities at different stage. You can see activities at initiation stage, requirement gathering, development, testing phase. Here in this sample, you can see start date, plan end date. You can see when this actually ends, when this project plan is executed. You record the actual end date. This is the planned work days. This is actually how much work days are remaining, and if you overrun any days. You can see all of that represented in a Gantt chart style here. but more type of project plan. This is a sample done by some of our students enrolled on our course. So you can see again, you have some document information and approvals. Then this is most important part, table of content. You have executive summary, that will detail some of the reason why you're actually working on this project. And you can see some important components like scope, schedule, milestones, deliverable, assumptions, constraint, budget. Then you look at risk, change management plan, as I mentioned. So you see a lot of information there, and this can be different depending on project's context or structure or what you're looking at achieving at the end of the day. This template will be different for different type of projects, and we talked about different type of project in the earlier lessons as well. Like construction project would be different from software development project, so you need to keep that in mind as you develop your project plans.